Welcome to another episode of the Sports Shed Podcast. I am your host, Efren, and to my immediate left on your screen is Keith, and to his immediate left on the very same screen is Tigo. Gentlemen, how are we doing this Tuesday evening?
What's going
We're
on?
doing good. Excuse me.
Um, if you don't see the rest of our cast members, they are unavailable at the moment. There is a possibility a few may just show up and jump right into the show. With that being said, I'm just gonna just right onto it. Earlier today, the former Penn State head coach James Franklin was hired by Virginia Tech as their new head coach to run their football program. Uh, Me personally, I think it was a fantastic hire. I think it was a great
Mm.
hire for a program that has not been relevant since 2015. Frank Beamer, if everybody remembers the head coach who actually coached Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. Yep.
So that was the last. So when he retired in 2015, Virginia Tech, although they do have a nasty intro though to their football games, that I will recommend people see. But James Franklin was a great hire because I didn't know this till I read it, where he was actually an assistant at James Madison and at Maryland. So they saying that that's the reason why he wanted to stay in the East Coast, which actually makes sense since he recruited a lot there. So, but him becoming the head coach, um, what he does is he builds programs. Okay, he spent 3 years at Vanderbilt, last 2 years going 9-4. Okay, then after that, we all know about the entire Paterno Sandusky situation, unfortunately. And Bill O'Brien became the head coach, eventually went to become the head coach at Houston Texans. And then that's when they brought in James Franklin out of Penn State, which is a perfect hire. You wanted him to rebuild the program to once what it was. But while he was there for over a decade, I believe, almost 13, 14 years, he just couldn't win the big games against top ranked teams. However, I think he's a great coach, to be honest. I think it's a great hire. I don't think there's a lot of pressure at Virginia Tech. And I think it would be nice every now and then for them, if they start doing well and start seeing the old players from there, like Michael Vick and Cam Chancellor, who played for Seattle. But I think it's a great hire. I don't know what you guys think about the hiring of James
All
Franklin.
right. This.
Especially,
What?
by the way, I'm sorry, just to add to the same question, when you have a chance, especially for you, Keith, being ACC. Go ahead, Tigo.
All right. This is what I found weird about the hire too. Right. It
Mhm.
says something about like since that they're hiring him, Penn State doesn't have to pay him the 45 million.
Yes, because part of the buyout is that no other school hires that particular coach. That's why they put that
Oh.
buyout
Okay.
in their
Okay.
clause.
Okay.
So as a
Okay.
result, you could still hire, but then that means that James Franklin is relinquishing the majority of the money. But can we come to an agreement? And I believe today the agreement is about it went from 49
9 million.
to 9 to 9. Would you say it was
Nine.
5?
9 million.
Oh, 9 million. Okay, so it ended up being he's gonna get a 9 million buyout so he can go. So Penn State essentially is saving themselves 40 million. Right.
Yeah.
The Virginia Tech
Yeah.
did them a favor, a $40 million favor.
Oh yeah. So it's oh okay. So I'm looking at it like this too. So if that's a $40 million favor, is Virginia Tech signing them for that $40 million?
No, Virginia Tech is signing him to whatever contract James Franklin and his peoples agree with Virginia Tech and their people. That's
So
like
what is
totally
so? Oh, they didn't
separate
say
thing.
that.
That's my understanding of it. So
So that
Penn State is just going to give him 9 million and walk away from James Franklin altogether.
that's kind of weird, but hey,
Hey, I didn't write the contracts. I figured since it's in it and they both agreed to it before they, once they signed it, I figured it'd be all right.
right.
So,
Yeah,
but
it also says Virginia Tech pledged to add 229 million to its overall athletics budget over the next 4 years.
So they're putting that money up
they're
to
putting
make
money
sure.
right into the program, and I'm telling you, Miami wants Virginia Tech back. I'm telling you right now, Miami wants because that Blacksburg is really a nice. I personally would like to go there for a football game. And like I said, Virginia Tech, what's in its prime under Frank Beamer. And by the way, if you don't know this, his son is the head coach of South Carolina, which unfortunately I expect to be fired before the season is over. But go ahead.
Did anybody see that incident with the police officer?
Yeah, with the South Carolina and the police officer. Yeah, I was watching the game, so it was 30-3.
Oh,
Jaden was about to leave, and she says, "Dad, how crazy would it be? Do you think they have a chance to come back?" That's what Jaden said at halftime when she walked out the door. I said it would be probably one of the biggest comeback possibly in college history, I'm assuming, which ended up being 31-30. But during that game, I saw the guy caught a touchdown. He goes through the tunnel there, and as soon as the police officer bumped into the player, that's how I saw it. I think that's how the rest of the world saw it.
Mhm.
And the player turns around and just goes like this, and obviously you see he's pointing, agitating. And look, I'm not gonna sit here and try to read someone's intent, but the body language tells me the entire story as far as I'm concerned. He was looking for something, regardless what that is, because
they was in Texas. I mean, they was in.
I saw it on another episode or another show where they actually, the angle from the whole view, the cameras were back, so you can see everything. When you see it, it's just like a little narrow look between him, the officers, and the players there.
Right.
But they moved the camera back, and there were other officers right in front of where the close-up is, where you don't see them. So they're just outside of that picture where they're close up. So and those officers, to their credit, before the incident happened, they didn't do any chasing or nothing. They just stood where they were supposed to be.
Right.
They didn't do anything. They just literally stood there. He was the only one that felt he needed to go there and like bump them. Like, they're allowed to do that. The likelihood is you're probably not.
They removed him.
They sent them home, and he's under investigation. So
you can clearly see on the footage when the two players run into the
one of them looked like he was catching a cramp.
Well, you can see when they turn around and start walking back towards the field.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the one player purposely start moving out of the officer's way.
Yeah.
And the officer still plowed into him.
Yeah. He did that on purpose. On purpose.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but
he was looking for
listen,
something.
but they was in Texas. You got to remember that. They just scored against Texas A&M. So the officers are showing support for their team. I mean, I look at it that way too.
Go arrest the wide receiver so we have a shot at coming back.
He probably had money on the game.
Oh man,
he was mad.
That's crazy. That's funny. But besides that game, speaking of that game, that was the game. Like I said, Frank Beamer, the one we just talked about, Virginia Tech, the head coach that was there 15 years ago for 20 years. His son is the head coach of South Carolina. South Carolina had a 30-3 lead at halftime. I'm literally watching this game because I'm going from that game to the Michigan Northwestern game to the 12 o'clock game, Pitt and Notre Dame. So I'm going back and forth, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, 31-30. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. You're fired.
Yo,
that made it record 3-7.
Listen,
you're fired.
I was thinking about, like, yes, Texas A&M is about to go down, and Michigan is about to move up in the ranking because they made this team come beat them. And no, not South Carolina.
You listen. If you're Michigan, you don't want Oklahoma losing anymore.
No, we don't. I mean.
No, Tigo, you don't want Oklahoma to lose.
But
I said before listen, can you at least give me a little? I said before the postseason, man. Okay, like, okay, Tigo, I love you. Okay, but I'm gonna explain to you how this damn committee operates. Okay,
I know.
No. I'm gonna explain it to you because clearly you don't understand. When a team beats you and you do really well throughout the season, you want that team that whooped you know what, win the rest of the way until the postseason. After that, we good. I get it.
Right. No, listen, that's what I said. I mean, me personally, I want them to lose, but because of my team now, you know,
He don't care. It
I would
doesn't
want
help
them
his
to. I
cause.
would want them
Wow.
to win because.
Well, okay. Well, speaking of, we'll jump right into Michigan. Speaking about Michigan,
That's
listen,
his
man.
true
I mean,
fan side
Underwood.
coming out.
Listen, I know Michigan. Listen, Michigan almost gave it away. Let's be honest.
We
had
did.
just talked
We
about before
did. It was kind of well, two of them turnovers was shouldn't have happened in the first place. But we didn't want to talk about them. But yes, we almost gave away that game.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I kind of knew it was in the pocket anyway. We had it in the bag. I wasn't too worried about it.
yeah, you were. Yeah,
no,
you were.
no, I
Yeah, you
wasn't.
were.
No,
Yeah,
I
you,
wasn't.
yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you
No,
were.
I
Listen,
wasn't.
you get 3 consecutive turnovers. It's gave you you lucky he made the field goal. How about that? I'm glad he made the field goal. I knew he
Why?
was going to make it.
Because why? He missed too earlier. Because he
He
missed too
missed too
earlier.
early. No. He missed too early. I get it.
I wasn't
But-
worried about that.
but
You know what
it's
I'm
one
saying?
Michigan has room for error. I'll give you that.
course,
What
of
I'm saying is not 30. Okay.
Nah.
Michigan is good enough to allow room for error. I'll give you that. But not the way they did. But I'm glad they're there because it makes our win even better against you guys. So that helps. Who's
That's what I'm saying, and it makes the y'all win that y'all beat us look stronger because y'all just beat Alabama, so it makes y'all look strong. So yeah, I get it.
I mean,
love it.
okay. Now that you bring up Alabama and Oklahoma, I mean, you sold on Oklahoma yet? Either one of you? Either one of you. I'll even give, how about this? I won't even give you national title. I'm just saying, are you sold on them?
So what, to make the playoff, to make the college playoff?
How far you think they're capable of going?
This year?
Knowing they got the best defense in the SEC.
You saying Oklahoma?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, after they just beat Alabama, which they moved up in the polls. The college projection, by the way, is going to come out tonight. 8:30. Yeah, at 8:30. It comes out at 8:30. Yeah.
Okay.
So right now they have them projected at number 9, going up against Alabama at number 8. Right now, currently, right now. That's the projection.
Where you say they're gonna push them up to what, 7, 8, 5?
I think that if the thing is, their last 2 games is Missouri and LSU. I don't think they're gonna go any higher. Depending on what everybody does, I don't think they go higher than 6 at the end of the day. I don't, regardless if they finish the rest of the season, I don't think they're going higher than 6. That's their cap, only because of the other top ranked teams, 1 loss teams. So that's so I have to take that into account. So I don't see them any higher than 6. That's as high as I have them. But today, I think they're going to come out probably at number 8.
You think they're just going to only move one
spot
up?
Well, let's look at this way. At the end, let's say the season comes to an end. Ohio State is probably going to be the number 1 team. Indiana will probably be the number 2 team. Right. Texas A&M will probably be the number 3 team. Georgia at 9-1. I'm going to give them the top 4. You still got Ole Miss number 5. They're 9-1, and they beat Oklahoma this year head-to-head. So that's 5 already. I don't see, unless Ole Miss or someone else loses, I don't see Oklahoma being more than a number 6 seed in the college playoff once the season is actually over.
How much more games left? Like 2 more games, 3 more games?
Some have 1 and some have 2.
Yeah, because I think we have Indiana. I think we have Illinois and Ohio State.
You got Ohio State, son.
We got Illinois too. We got 2 left.
Yes, that last game. Listen, Ohio State and Michigan. Everybody's watching that. If Michigan and Ohio State takes care of business for that until the last game, which we all anticipate they will, everyone's watching. The whole country is watching that game.
Tigo, imagine if you upset Ohio State.
I mean, we normally do. God. We normally do though.
Listen, Michigan. I believe Michigan has either won the last 5 or 6 meetings. I don't think Ryan Day has won yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. We normally do, but I can see us losing because I was young in this year. But hey, it'll be a nice win.
What would that do if they upset them and beat them?
Well, all right, put it like this: either even if we beat them, we still got to beat Illinois, and to put us in the Big Ten championship game. And then we got to win the Big Ten championship game
Okay.
to even have a chance at even going into the playoff. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. Listen, you all heard my top four. I think by consensus, I think the top four are in, regardless. I think they're in.
Unless they
Automatic.
lose the next
Yeah, but
game.
but what I'm saying is, even if they lose, all they're gonna do is drop in seeding. I don't think that the committee is just gonna simply say one loss and you're done. So because you have 3 teams that are undefeated already up until this point with either 1 or 2 games, they're in. I think Georgia with 1 loss is in. I think Ole Miss, that's the one. I think if everybody runs the gamut, and I think Michigan Michigan beats Ohio State, I think Michigan is in, and I think Notre Dame is out.
No, but I'm saying we still got to win 2.
No. I get it, but for you to win Illinois, let's say you do, and let's say you beat Ohio State, somebody has to come out. You're gonna get rewarded for beating Ohio State.
I think we got to win 3. I think we got to win those 2 games plus the Big Ten championship game for us to even be included into anything.
I don't think you're gonna be included because you only have 1 loss in the Big Ten, so that's the thing. Who did you
that's
lost
what I'm saying.
You lost to Oklahoma, so that's not a conference game. So you did lose. Who did you lose to?
Wasn't it Texas? USC, yes.
Yeah,
USC.
You lost to USC, which is good. When USC is winning, so you want USC to keep winning, and then at some point lose, because they
right.
At some point lose, but somebody's got to lose at the end of the day. So here's the other thing, where Miami goes from here, because Miami is still projected to win, and be in the
ACC.
There are right now 4 teams in the ACC with 1 loss: Georgia Tech, Virginia, and Pittsburgh, and SMU. Georgia Tech is playing Georgia at the end of the season. Georgia will take care of Georgia Tech. That's their 2 losses. Miami, that part will be taken care of for Miami. Virginia, they're 8-1. They got 1 more game left against Virginia Tech. I expect Virginia to win. They win. They're in the ACC championship game. I predict Virginia is in. That's the one team Miami's not going to climb over. Then you got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh plays, I believe Pittsburgh plays Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech can help you out. Or guess what, Miami? You can do it yourself because you're eventually going to end up playing Pittsburgh head-to-head. That leaves SMU. SMU has to lose one of their last 2 games to Louisville and California because they beat you head-to-head. That's the only way Miami gets it. And I think with all that, I still think Miami has the easiest way to get into the ACC championship game because everybody's beating up on each other. So it's the perfect scenario for Miami to get in.
So basically, they just gotta keep winning.
That's it. You see what I'm saying? Now, Keith, now you get why I told you wait till the show starts, and I'll tell you how Miami gets in. All that happens. It's a perfect storm for Miami. Miami cannot screw this up unless someone else wins. That's the only thing. What you think, Keith?
Like you said, they got to take care of business. They got Pitt last game of the year. So that's probably going to wind up being a huge game, depending on how, this week turns out.
Yeah, because Georgia Tech, I believe, plays Pitt. If I remember correctly. So you got 2 chances for Pitt to be taken care of. So if they lose against Georgia Tech, which you kind of want that to happen. Maybe I'm not sure because Georgia Tech can help you out. Georgia's going to probably help you out with Georgia Tech. The more losses, the better. But that's the best scenario for Miami. Like I said, even though they don't, it's weird for me to say this. Even though they don't somewhat control their destiny, because technically they really don't, I still think they do. As crazy as that sounds.
No, I see your point. I see your point with that. I get why you say that.
Before here's the thing. Before we move on to the NFL, okay. Do you guys? There is one thing people keep talking about today, which I understand. Me personally, I hope he doesn't. Lane Kiffin. Did you know that LSU flew his wife and kids for a visit to LSU?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He didn't go. I think it was just his family, which, obviously you give permission, you check it out and all that. I don't know about you, but I'm not leaving Ole Miss. I just saw.
I mean, that's probably his dream job, though.
Think about this. Somebody made a perfect argument for him to stay at Ole Miss. Think about this. Remember when he was an assistant under Pete Carroll, and he then became a head coach at Tennessee. He was only there for a little bit. Pete Carroll signed with Seattle. Then he decides to just say at the last minute, tell Tennessee, I don't want it. I'm going back to USC. That was a pressure type of situation where you have to now follow Pete Carroll. That didn't work out well. He went to Florida Atlantic University as a head coach. There was no pressure. He turned that program around. He became the offensive coordinator for a year or two under Nick Saban. There's no pressure there because Nick Saban's going to take care of it. We all know that. So now he goes to Ole Miss. Why would you want to go to LSU where even the governor is involved? The governor of Louisiana is involved. And we all know what kind of pressure it is to coach LSU. That is a pressure job. Regardless of what people may think, that is a very pressure job to have. Why would you want to live Ole Miss? You the man. Why leave? That's all I'm saying. You think you should take it, Keith?
Some people want that challenge. Right? Some people just thrive on, people say I can't do that and then try to prove people wrong.
I mean, that's kind of strike me of because he has made some comments. He did troll Venables, the OU head coach, after he beat him. He was trolling him.
Yeah, he was.
So that's why the players love him because they how the kids are now with social media. They think he's one of them, and he's not that old. So and he gets them. So that's why the kids play for him. But you're that man at Ole Miss. You've got the fifth. Your team. They're the fifth best in the country right now.
Listen, like I said though, that's
money's not the problem.
Yeah, but maybe LSU is his dream job. Maybe it's not Ole Miss is his dream job. Maybe LSU, like a big school like LSU, is a dream job. I get what you're saying. Why leave Ole Miss? Because you got it made there. But why did Saban left and went to Alabama?
No, Saban left LSU to become the head coach. Keith will know this, and general manager of the Miami Dolphins for a few years.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but why did he go into Alabama though?
Once he left Miami, he didn't want to stay anymore. That's how he got the Alabama job.
Okay.
And then he retired.
I thought he went from LSU to Alabama.
No. Actually, he went from Michigan State to LSU to the Dolphins to Alabama. Because he turned Michigan State around.
He sure did. He did.
Well, it says Kiffin denies Ole Miss that they put an ultimatum on him.
Yeah, there were rumors saying that.
Yeah, he did.
What do you mean by put an ultimatum on him?
Yeah, Keith, you got that. Yeah, take that.
He went on the Pat McAfee show and said that they didn't put an ultimatum on him or anything like that. So he's denying any pressure by them for him to make a decision.
There was media out there saying that Ole Miss told Lane Kiffin, you've got to November 20th, I guess the last game of the regular season or something like that, whatever it is, that, hey, by that date, you will tell us if you're leaving or going. And Lane Kiffin just said that's not true. That's a false rumor.
What's his contract right now with them?
I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty lucrative.
He has an annual salary of $9 million and another $2.6 million in potential bonuses.
Probably national title, head coach of the year, all that good stuff. All the awards, probably winning the conference, winning the SEC championship title game, things like that.
He's the fifth highest paid in the SEC this season.
Listen, and I'm pretty sure if he goes to LSU, they're gonna pay him more, but. That's not even the issue. I mean, it's the same SEC conference. But
you're making. I think you're making my point by simply saying that. Why leave?
Yeah, I see. I
That's
see
my
what you're
point.
saying, but it's
Why
the same.
leave?
It's the same conference.
I can understand. I mean, no disrespect, but if you're in the Big 12 or middle of the class Big 10 head coach who did really well for 4 years, making an average football team above average, whatever the case may be, like a James Franklin with a Vanderbilt, put it that way. I
Right.
can understand that the lore, like Vanderbilt, that's SEC, but you're not staying at Vanderbilt for a long time if you've turned the program around. He went to Penn State, same thing, like a Wisconsin. They may want to come here and do LSU, that type of scenario.
If
So
he hits his bonuses, he's going to get paid 11.6 million this year, and the former LSU coach Brian Kelly, he made 10.2. So he's actually going to make more than what LSU paid Brian Kelly
What if he hits his
if
bonus?
he hits the
That's-
his bonuses. Yeah.
yeah. So like I said, I don't think money's gonna be an issue for this kid, man. So I think he should stay. But that's me.
Man, listen. If they flew the wife out, the wife is already hooked to that's why they flew her out.
They went for
The wife
they
is
went for
already
the
packed.
jugular. They went to the wife.
Yeah,
Yo,
she's
that's
already
the
packed.
crazy part. They said, you know what? We're gonna talk to the boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
We're gonna talk
Yeah.
to the one that makes the decisions. We're the ones that we're gonna go to the one that tells the husband, this is what I want.
Yeah.
We're going to
Bingo.
tell the person who makes the decisions behind closed doors.
Private jets. She's seen the private jet come and pick her up.
Boy, she said basically saying
they show her the luxury suite. They show
No,
her
no.
the field. She was they was
listen,
like,
you want to talk about rolling out the red carpet for Southern hospitality? That's what's happening right now. Okay. At the end of
She
the
was
day.
like, "This is bougie."
Bro, come on,
she's
man.
like,
I swear, the next thing was if somebody says 6'7", I'm gonna lose it. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna lose it. Seriously, bro. Come on, guys. We're too old to be saying all these sayings with these. Come on, man.
yeah.
That's funny.
She already
Uh,
packed, bro. I'm telling you, she already packed. She's
I
already
know.
on her way out the door.
Jeez. Yo, okay, wait. How about this? Estigo, you be making lately. Me and Tig were talking about this earlier in the week. Actually, sometime in the weekend. You've been saying some outlandish things. But with respect to you, they've been coming to fruition. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a little bombarded out there. One can say you out of your galaxy. But man, bro, like what are you reading or seeing that the rest of us can't see? That's all I'm saying. Because what is your prediction with Lane Kiffin? Go or stay?
I think. Listen, you already just told us he's gone. The wife is on the jet. I just told you that.
So
he's
my man
gone.
said the
He's
wife
gone, bro.
has packed her bag. Keith, before we go on to the
wife
NFL,
has
this is gonna be the
packed her
last.
bag.
Keith, what's your prediction on that?
Yeah, he's coming home and his bags are gonna be packed, and he's like, "What's going on?"
All right,
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's already gone. He's already
staying.
gone.
He's staying.
That's what you
He's
say.
staying. I'm saying he's staying.
In the
And
end,
no,
you
wait, no.
put shiny things in front of women, and that's what they're gonna go to.
And that's
the opinions of our members and guests are not reflective of the opinions and positions of the Sports Shed podcast and its executive producers. Thank you. Yeah, I know how to. I know how to read my disclaimers. Okay, everybody gets the gist, legally speaking. Okay. With that, we're gonna move on to the NFL. We're gonna just jump right into it.
Now,
all of
just
a sudden,
a joke.
I know it was. And by the way, it was a joke, but I'm still stating my.
I'm still saying he's gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
I'm sticking to it.
Oh,
he's
man.
gone. He's out of there.
That's fun. So
He's
go. All right. So Tigo, we're gonna go right into the first score here. Look.
Don't talk about my Giants. Leave them.
No, I'm not
going
to do that. I'm just going to go straight to the point and say, okay, are the Patriots? This is the Thursday night game.
My
Patriots
Giants
against the
is
Jets.
terrible.
Patriots won 27-14. Straight out. Patriots for real or not?
They look for real, bro. They look for real. And all right. I can't even say that you could say their schedule was kind of whack, so they only played like so team this year, but
I get it.
It has been a
um
very light schedule for them.
yeah, it's been a lot schedule for them, but still, I mean, what's this May? What's this? His fourth year or third year or
No,
something
this
like
is
that?
his second year.
Second year,
Remember, he
second
came in
year.
the same he came in
Right.
the same draft class as Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels.
Right. So I mean, I think they're
Look,
for real, bro. I gotta
listen,
give that to them.
they-
And that's Patriots. So you can't the only thing that you would have said that would have you would count them out is that they don't have Tom Brady, but they have a new quarterback now, so you can't really count them out no more as never being up there. You know what I'm saying? Like always in the mix. It looks like they're gonna be always in the mix now with that quarterback. If he keeps playing like he playing,
look,
they're gonna always be in the mix.
New England's defense is allowing literally less than 19 points a game.
And that too.
I mean, the defense is lights out, and it looks like the offense for New England is right now they're averaging over 26 points a game. Yeah, this
Which
kid
is not bad.
real. This and here's the thing: they're doing it with running back by committee and no name wide receivers. Does that sound familiar to you guys?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, right about now, I'm in Keith's head. Okay. Right, Tigo. So right about now, this is what Keith is saying to himself. Shit, not again. That's what he's saying.
Oh.
look at him. Sorry, Keith. Little flashback, bro. Sorry, man.
As much
What
as
you
I,
think?
as much as I hate the Patriots, they gave a 5-year gap for one of the other teams in this division to take over. And that was the Bills. And I think the Bills, your door just went and slammed shut.
I think so too. Well, I never had faith in the Bills anyway. So I mean,
but they love losing Super Bowls.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't have faith in them. So there wasn't no real threat to the AFC, really. I mean, they would win a couple of playoff games. But to say,
I mean, they're a threat to Miami, the Jets, and they were a threat to the Patriots. But I just think that they had their shot, and I think they missed it.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Remember what I said? I know what was it? Was it last week, Keith? I said it about the Bills. They're gonna miss the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Did I not say that?
Mm-hmm.
And here's why: they can't stop the run.
mm-hmm.
They can't stop the pass. Here's the crazy thing: this man, Josh Allen, has up at this point compared to last year, he has 7 more touchdowns than last year. Better numbers in another statistical category than last year. Yes, and that's it. Oh, and James Cook, they have a great running game.
He
They have
won that
no
game
receiving.
by himself last week.
3 touchdown passes, 3 rushing touchdown passes. Is everyone is supposed? And am I supposed to believe from anyone that this man is going to consistently for the next say 6-7 games? He's going to score 6 touchdowns every game, because that's what last time I checked. Let's dive right into it. They beat the Bills 44-32. Their defense allowed 32 points, which is shocking because the Buccaneers defense is supposed to be a much stronger side of the ball than their offense, because their wide receivers and their running backs, he has no one to throw to or hand it off to by Baker Mayfield. So he has nobody. He scored 32 points. Granted, Josh Allen doesn't have anybody either. But those are 2 teams that just didn't play defense, and more surprising by the Buccaneers. But this is what's not surprising by the Bills. I still look. I want to go to what their schedule is going to be like. What's their schedule like? Who can somebody find me what their
They got
schedule
the
is like real
Texans
quick,
next.
right? Which is the number
Steelers.
one defense in the league in points allowed.
Now
That
this
could go
is
either way.
this is in Texas and in Pittsburgh.
Jeez.
Then they got the Bengals at home, which you never know. Burrow might be back. They got New England in New England. They got the Browns in Cleveland, and then they
So
got,
what you're saying, at the end of the day, it's not going to be easy for Buffalo.
No.
no,
It's
no,
not.
I don't think so.
I
not
mean,
when your defense gives up. This is what their defense has given up: 40 points to the Ravens, 10 to the Jets, 21 to us the first time they met us, 19 to the Saints, 23 to the Patriots, 24 to the Falcons. I mean, Panthers. That I don't even go there on that game. They gave up 21 to the Chiefs.
can
And
I
30
tell
to
you?
us.
Let me tell you their Buffalo Bills run defense. They're allowing 153 yards a game in rushing.
Yeah.
Only one team is worse, the Bengals at 160, and the team in front of the Bills, the Giants at 150.
Mhm.
Even their
So-
secondary is very questionable too.
It is. The entire defense is shoddy. I'm going to stand by my prediction. He had a Superman day. I'll give you that. Beating he single-handedly beat the Bucks. He's not doing this every game, man. He's not doing it. And if he does, give that man the MVP.
Is
Give it
that
to
is that
All right.
another is that another Florida team though going? Didn't they play in Buffalo?
They did.
Is that
But-
another Florida team?
No,
not
no,
being
Playing
able
in
to
the
play?
cold.
No, and here's why. I'm gonna again. You got to remember they scored 32. I'm really surprised about their defense. I think for me, I don't see the Buccaneers when it comes to cold weather. I think they've done it enough where I don't think they're a suspect. That's me. The numbers may say differently. I'm just talking about even a little bit. I want to say maybe from Warren Sapp era, Tony Dungy era, till now.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I give you this. Under 40-degree weather, they can't win a lick. So that's why I see Tampa a little differently in that respect.
I mean, if Tampa's defense just played a little bit of defense, I mean, they would have won that game. I mean, Josh Allen had the game that he had, but he also had some crucial interceptions when they were driving the ball. Like
Yeah.
he does that a lot.
People got to remember he threw 2 picks in that game, and I don't know if they converted or not, but at the end of the day, though it's too close. Okay, granted they won by 12, 2-possession game, but at the same time, those 2 could have potentially have been costly. That's all I'm saying. And maybe one of those turnovers didn't turn into points, but that's because maybe by then it wasn't going to hurt. But I have to see where exactly these turnovers took place. But you still can't be throwing away possessions, especially when your defense. Forgive me, your defense sucks. I'm gonna say trash. They just flat out suck.
That's what he did
Because
against
you
Miami.
absolutely suck.
I told you they pretenders already.
He did say
Listen,
that.
I listen. I know Tigo, you didn't want to go there, but so we don't have to segue from it. I'm just gonna jump right into it, bro. Can you tell your Giants defense they are not contracted to be in the WWE?
I know.
Did you see this, Keith? Did you hear about this?
No.
Okay, so I don't know how many of the Giants, but obviously the 2 most well-known, Abdul Carter and Cam Scatterbo, were the WWE. I think it was Monday Night Raw.
It was a couple
where
of
was
them.
it?
It was
Here?
like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, 3 or 4 of them. But the ones, Abdul Carter carrying a belt, and they get into it with some of the wrestlers. I think Seth Rollins, what have you, and Cam Scatterbo is pushing and all. Isn't he supposed to be injured?
right?
Like
Uh,
this is what
I see. That's what I'm saying. I seen that. I'm like, y'all really want to be Hollywood. Y'all don't want to play no football. I
Right.
right.
seen that and I was like, man, listen, y'all supposed to
Yeah,
be.
Tiga,
Y'all
that's your team.
supposed to.
You do you, bro.
They supposed to be mad and upset that y'all losing so many weeks and weeks in a row, and y'all at WWE doing fake wrestling. What the hell is going on, yo?
I mean, and
It's
then
man.
Tigo, and
I'm
then
I really want to know how much, like you said, Efren follow the money. I really how much know they get paid to do that bullshit because they had to get paid to do that bullshit. They had to get paid to do that bullshit.
they had to.
You had to be thinking about football, and you had a Monday night Raw. I mean WWE, whatever Raw, whatever it is.
Aren't you supposed to
Come
be
on.
recovering? Aren't you supposed to be off your foot, off your leg? And then I'm no. But Tigo, now we know.
we just got our ass bust the day before.
Wait. But here's the best part, Tigo. Now we know why, because they were also saying that Abdul Carter shows up late whenever he feels like it. With Dabo get to
listen.
meetings and practices
He missed practice because he fell
and
asleep. That
meetings.
he overslept.
Yeah, now we know why. Now we know why.
Yeah, now we know why. Yeah, exactly.
This is a rookie, and this happened under
Exactly.
Dabo. So whether he stays or not, to the interim coach Mike Kafka, to his credit, he didn't start that game. He came off the
Right.
bench. There's a form of punishment. But that was the thing with Dabo. There's been watching the herd, and Colin Cowherd says it perfectly. It's like you want a coach that's going to give you a culture in your organization. And what is that culture? Seriously, what is the Giants culture? I'm going to tell you what I'm accustomed to seeing the Giants culture. A Bill Parcells, a Tom
Mm-hmm.
Coughlin. People hated Tom Coughlin and people hated Bill Parcells because he was strict. The dude
Mm-hmm.
said, "You either do it my way or I'm going to kick you off my team." Plain and
Mm-hmm.
simple. Defense, I'm going to smash you in the mouth and we're just going to go and play. But you're going to do it
Mm-hmm.
the right way. There is no culture. Now, rumor has it that Mike McCarthy is the lead head coaching candidate for the Giants job. What you think?
Don't want him. Don't want him.
I'm going to throw a name at you. I'm going to throw a name at you who I think the Giants, you've heard me before, right? What did I say the Giants should hire, including Miami, but even the Giants? A head coach, a defensive head coach. People say you need a head coach like a Ben Johnson. Giants is built differently. When I think of the Giants, I just don't see that type. I know that that's the way the NFL is heading, but last time I checked, they've won Super Bowls with Eli Manning. I could be wrong. Okay.
You know what I was thinking too. Probably we need to change up our scheme. Probably we don't need to do 4-3. Probably we need to do 3-4 and change up this. Do something. We got to do something different
Can I tell
to.
you who they should hire? Don Shula's grandson. I forget his first name. Is it Mike Shula? I think the defensive coordinator for the Rams.
Yeah.
He's 39 years old. He's been the defensive coordinator since last year. Okay. And all he's working with since last year, rookies and second years. This year, second year, third year guys. Like he literally built this defense. I can see that. He's got that Don Shula look with the nose. He looks just like, honestly, I think he looks like his grandfather, bro. That's who I think. I don't think he should go to Miami for this reason only. Because unless he lives up to his grandfather's expectations, I don't think it's gonna happen. The fans down there will not be realistic, and that's with any fan who has a Don Shula as a head coach. That's me. That's tough to put that on a grandson, especially with social media.
He probably think it's tough.
He
probably think it's tough on himself if he put himself in that situation.
I'm just saying, the media alone will crucify him just by not meeting his grandfather's standards, and his grandfather's standards. I'm just saying, you're gonna have to throw a couple of decades in there, bro. I'm just throwing it out there.
Nobody else.
What you
has been
think,
able
Keith?
to nobody else has been able to come, meet his standards. So Who
Well, actually, Patriots passed the standard, but they never won the Super Bowl. That was the only difference.
Wait, say that again. Say that again. Well,
Remember,
Bill
said
Belichick.
the Dolphins went 17-0, right? When they
Yes,
won the Super Bowl that year. The
yes.
Patriots, didn't the Patriots go 19-0?
No, no, they
Or they went.
almost did. They lost to the Giants.
I know they lost the Super Bowl to
Right.
the Giants, but they went all that playoff game that they was
Yeah, they
winning
went
to
undefeated
up to
up
the
until
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying. So they won
yeah.
19 or 20 games. I know 20-0.
I
So
think it
they
was
kind of
9. They
it's
passed them
18
in total
games.
wins. Yeah, they
All right,
passed them in total wins, but they were
it's
never undefeated
it's 20-0. They went 20-0 for the
before the Super
for
Bowl.
that
Yeah, they have most.
before
Yeah,
the
they
Super
have.
Bowl. Right.
Yes, yes. In postseason in 1 year, they've got because of the expanded. Yeah, so
Right.
I'll give you that. Yeah, but never undefeated.
Right.
Keith, who do
It
you?
was-
you
Where,
trying to
who do
say,
you
Tigo?
No, listen.
What you
I
trying to
just
say?
I wasn't gonna say anything, but it felt like a little cheap shot. I don't know. I ain't trying to swear anything.
You trying to take away? You trying to take our
I said-
our only
I said-
accomplishment?
No, of course not, because y'all celebrate it every year. Of course not. I wouldn't never do that. But I'm just saying, like,
He's one of
actually,
the-
it's Patriots won more games than if you
In a
really look
season.
at it that way
Yeah.
in a season, right?
Right.
Yes. That's
But
a
if-
fact.
But
I'll
if you
give that.
added, but if you added 3 more games back in '72, we would have won them too. So I'm just saying.
Ooh, yes, that's what I want to hear. But before we go, no. But who do you, let me ask you a question. I think McDaniels should be fired. And I think Mike Shula, that kid is getting a head coaching job. You
Well,
cannot
listen,
you can't do what
listen.
what that man is doing with LA with all these young kids. Someone's giving him
But
a job. Would you
Listen,
take-
Daniel won what? That's his third in a row he won now.
Say that
He's
again.
going
Who?
on what was it? Miami coach. That's 3 in a row they won now, right?
Last two.
No,
out
they
of
lost
3.
last week. No, that's right. 3 in a row. That's right. Mike McDaniel.
Yeah,
Listen,
won 3 in a row.
I will say this. So thank you for that segue. Dan Tigo, he gonna be our producer in the background saying segues here. Nah, it's perfect fit. Dolphins.
segue.
Listen, this is what you know what, Keith? You tell me what you're getting out of this 3-game winning streak. You know what? You tell us.
Well, technically, it's last 2 out of 3. It's not 3 in a row. We won 2 in a row.
Sorry about
To me, it's false hope, and it's hopefully the GM that replaces Chris Greer doesn't see. He can see through this like bright light that all of a sudden is there that shouldn't be there, because it should be like the light should still be turned out from the beginning of the season, in my opinion, because you haven't proven
that.
anything.
Hey, Keith, you
since
froze
you've
there a
been the
little bit,
coach.
bud.
Huh?
You froze there a little bit. There you are. There you are.
You have not proved one single thing as a Miami Dolphins coach since you've been there. And this season is worse than any other season. Why are they giving him more chances? Why?
I'm not giving him chances. What I think he's learning now, which he should have done from day one, is that now he's incorporating a run game. I'm being honest.
True.
He's incorporating a run game, and that's something that he never did from day one. He had it, but he fell in love with Tecmo Bowl numbers. Yeah, people, I said Tecmo Bowl for all you Gen Zs, whatever you want to call yourselves. I said Tecmo Bowl, Super Nintendo. Y'all heard me. I ain't say Madden because of us. You have Madden. Let me throw that out there. I don't care what
I'm
they say.
good.
But go ahead,
No,
I
take-
digress.
Take
Sorry.
that even further. Kaliko. The
Mhm.
Bo Jackson. Tick, 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 tick. We don't remember that game?
Exactly.
That is
Yeah,
true.
he felt-
That's the
that's what I'm
numbers he
saying.
was trying to go
He-
for.
Right. He fell in love with those numbers, and he didn't realize that eventually the next year, the defense coordinators and the other teams in the NFL will adjust. There's a
Right.
thing called film. So at that moment, that's when you could see. This is what they were talking about Sean McVay. Like he runs this 3 tight end offense now, where he only has 1 receiver out, but he'll put in 3 tight ends, and then sometimes he'll put the other wide receiver out in a corner. So that's what he's been running because everybody was getting used to his offense when he brought in Matthew Stafford the first couple of years. So now he has to
Yo,
readjust.
that's the next dangerous team right there too.
Miami's
That's a
been doing a
dangerous
lot of
team.
that too. 2 tight ends.
A lot of what? 3 tight end.
Yeah, two, 3 tight ends.
You know why, right? You
Because they're
do
running the ball.
realize those two were assistants under Washington Redskins under Shanahan's dad, Mike Shanahan. That's why they kind of think alike. A lot of the type of plays and offenses is generated because of his dad. So Kyle Shanahan kind of runs similar. He has similar plays like those two as well. They run varieties, obviously. They have their own style, but that came from Kyle Shanahan's dad.
So
It makes perfect sense.
for some reason, if Miami, I mean, it's tough, but if they win, just keep winning. Do you think he stays?
No, he
If they
should.
beat if they beat the Saints, the Jets, Steelers, Bengals, Buccaneers, Patriots, you think they
Okay,
win out?
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. And the only reason why. This is the only reason why. If whether they win out, if they go 9-7, even if they go 8-9, keep them for one more year. And here's why. Because Tua has one more year left in that 4-year contract with guarantee money. After next year, the last 2 years, no more guarantee money, and Miami can cut him. It can cut him loose without any financial harm.
I'm telling you,
That's
they're
the only
gonna cut
reason why
him
I
with the
keep
quickness.
I'd keep him. That's the
Listen,
only reason.
th-
Because you're not
they
getting
just
rid of Tua. You're not getting
they
rid of him.
they just wait until that guaranteed money pass, and they're gonna cut
Yeah.
him so fast.
That's
Oh
next year.
man,
That's why I'm
Yep.
saying yes. That's the only reason why I keep McDaniels. Roll with the guy. What if he wins you the division next year? You just don't know. Knowing now that you're incorporating, that's all he had to do: incorporate a damn running game and get younger on the defense.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
yeah.
I mean, and what was the other game you had mentioned, Tigo?
wow.
Oh,
Oh, the Rams. You talk about the Rams?
yeah. The Rams. I mean, let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. We controlled the clock. Over 400 yards. Everything was perfect. You know what's sad is that we still the last play of the game, and of course, not the kicker's fault. 61 yards, not center. You're not gonna put that on him. 61 yards. I'm gonna tell you because I know it was Sam Darnold and his 4 picks. What's
That's
more
a lot
impressive?
of picks.
That's a lot of picks. I'll give you that. But what's more impressive? Think about this.
That comeback. Yeah.
The fact that Sam Darnold threw 4 picks, our defense only allowed a total literally of 21 points, but only 7 offensively because the other 14 points was of Sam Darnold's interceptions in just outside of their red zone as a result of that. And they still could have still won the game on the last play of the game. This is what I got out of it. You tell me. I've got a Super Bowl defense. That's what I have.
You got a great defense. But
I have a defense that can do their job to get us to the Super Bowl. But
I think you got a nervous quarterback.
And
I think you got the New York Jets quarterback this past weekend.
Listen. Yes, we did. I saw this. Listen,
Yeah,
that's the Lego head you guys got this past weekend. Was the Jets Lego head? Until someone slapped the until someone slapped the Seahawks back into him.
Yeah.
Look at
I
these
seen
numbers.
the like you got.
Listen,
I seen the.
Listen.
Bro.
Watch this. I'm gonna blow your mind. Everything you said is true, right? So look at this. 60. This is 61%, right? 61% touchdown ratios career-wise, right? For this player, 171 and 83 picks, 89 passer rating. This quarterback had 9 games with 3 picks or more, and 5 seasons with 10 plus picks. That's bad, isn't it?
That's
Okay, that quarterback was Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Let that sink in for a moment. Now, Sam Darnold stats, 62% completion, 115 to 78, touchdown to interception, 86 passer rating. He's got the same amount of games with 3+ picks in a game. Did it 9 times, and has 6 seasons with 10+. Almost the exact same numbers as Andrew Luck, and yet Andrew Luck was considered elite. Let that sink in. Now, I am not defending Sam Darnold. He messed me up.
Elite, though?
Huh?
Who considered
No.
elite?
Not people could when Andrew
Luck was a great quarterback. Yeah.
He was considered elite in that time. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying I am. I'm talking about when you would watch the shows, ESPN, all these analysts, announcers, and everybody out in the sports world.
They was looking at him like the next big thing.
Yes.
Yeah, he was going to be the next big
like
thing.
That dude from the Goonies. That's what I was looking at, Andrew Luck. Hey, you guys! That's what he reminded me of, and that's how he played to me.
So now your mind is. I'm blowing your mind away now. Because look at the numbers that Andrew Luck had, almost comparable to same as Sam Darnold, and that man was considered elite. Am I right, Tigo?
Yeah.
That's all. Now, am I gonna say Dan Darnold is elite? No, he's not. He's not.
But
is he a very good quarterback right now? A very good quarterback? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Regardless, because he's throwing the touchdown passes. Granted, he's got 10 picks.
That's just one game. Yeah.
But if you were looking at these stats without knowing the final score,
yes,
414 total yards for Seattle, 249 for the Rams. But then here you go, 4 turnovers to 1 turnover. But
time of possession,
bro. They had 20
time of possession.
Huh?
No, time of possession. That's why they dominated.
Oh yeah,
dominated.
37 minutes 49 seconds to 22 minutes and 11 seconds. But 26 first downs to 12 first downs for the Rams. That's crazy. But the thing that this is where
so yeah, I was moving the ball. So
the red zone.
No, go ahead. Keep going.
The red zone is where the big difference is. You guys were one out of 4.
Bingo.
The Rams were 3 out of 4.
Bingo. That was the difference. It's the red zone and the turnovers.
Yep.
Our defense.
Yeah, I was moving the ball.
Bro, listen, I am not. I saw all 4 interceptions. All 4 interceptions were Sam Darnold's fault. Period. The defense read it. I give credit to that defense. That is a solid. Let me put it to you this way. That's also a Super Bowl contending defense. That's how good that defense is.
The Rams were good, yeah.
Yeah. So they got the 4 turnovers, but we held Matthew Stafford to only 139-yard passing. So and we ran the ball and we controlled the clock. So we did everything, and defensively we were giving it back. We were stopping them.
You gave him 9 extra yards, by the way. He only had 130.
Thank you. Sorry about that. And like I said, at the end of the day, though, it's if he just doesn't make the mistakes, that is his thing. He's gonna put up the numbers. It's the mistakes I can't have him do, and that's the reason why we ended up losing that game. And yet somehow, some bizarre reason, we still almost had a shot at winning the game. So, what's the other one of the games that was there last week as well? I'm having a little technical difficulties on my end.
That you wanted to go over?
Yeah, no, we're still going over it. Oh, that's all right. I got it right here in front of me. No, I still got it right here. Oh, no, I got it here. So, look, I'm not claiming Tigo, you asked me, what's a question last week before I went off on Cheddar? You asked me about, do I believe in Sam Darnold? Something like that, right? Something close to it.
I better say if you think Seattle's a contender or pretender this year.
Okay. Number one, yes, I believe Seattle's a contender. After watching what they did to the Rams, yes, I believe they're a contender. I believe they're going to the postseason. I have a championship defense that can get me that Super Bowl. Am I sold on Sam Darnold? I'm sold on Sam Darnold only up until I see the first game where it matters. And he's got 3 choices. I believe he has at least 2 chances. When they play the Rams again, when they play the 49ers. Here's my prediction. One of those 3 teams will be representing the NFC in the NFC Championship game. One of those three is going to the NFC Championship game. And don't be
I can
surprised.
see that.
And don't be surprised if 2 out of the 3 goes to the NFC Championship game. Best division in the league right now. 8-2, 7-3, 7-4.
Well, what the Seahawks want from Sam Darnold is just manage the game and don't turn the
That's it.
ball over.
That's
Because
it.
when you have a defense like they have, you don't need to put up all these numbers.
No,
You really don't. You just need to
No.
manage the game and
Don't turn the ball over.
don't turn
And-
the ball over.
and can we jump right to what you just said for the Philadelphia Eagles before everybody keeps jumping on the Eagles? Why is everybody so mad? They're winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not beautiful. It's not precious. It's not glamorous. It's not you got Moss. It's not any of that. But they win. I get what
listen, and they're the team to beat. I mean, they're the champions, so they're the team to beat. Until you beat them, until they're not in the playoff, they're the team to beat. So,
But what's the big problem? AJ Brown's the one complaining.
he's the only one complaining because he's not getting his stats.
he's
the
not
diva.
getting the
He's the
ball.
diva on the team. You just need
Yes.
to shut up. Shut up and play.
Yes, simple and plain. Yep.
Just, bro, honestly, just give my Super Bowls, bro. Just give my Super Bowls. Now, you got your money and you got your Super Bowl ring, and people say, yeah, but he wants his stats for Hall of Fame. And then you're not thinking about the team.
Right.
You're thinking
He's
about
not-
yourself now. So how am I supposed to tell my son, Pop Warner, say, look at AJ
You-
Brown, look what a team player he is when all he cares about is
you know what it is. The Philadelphia better get rid of him before he turned that team into a cancer, and
Yeah.
they need to get rid of him.
unfortunately, I do agree with that. I think, and not this year. It's at the end of the year they should get rid of him.
Yeah,
to
at
be
the end
honest
of the
with you.
year.
me
Like,
ask you a
this is your
question.
last year there.
Do you
Let
think
me
right
ask you
now?
a-
Do you think right now, Mahomes, right? He's putting up good numbers, right?
All right, talk
you
about
think-
that too.
Do you think he'd rather have games where he's only throwing 135 yards, no interceptions, no touchdowns, but still gets a dub right now? Because that's what Jalen Hurts is doing. And Jalen Hurts, he ain't complaining. He's winning.
Right. All right. So
Yeah.
you see, all right. You see what me and Cheddar was talking about last week, where we saying with Kansas City, right? Even though they had a winning record, they're not looking like the Kansas City that we're normally used to. Look at them Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one thing I was thinking about when I was watching the game. That comment you made, because that's different when you were saying they don't look the same, and they don't look the same because this year, looking at the numbers here, when he's the worst quarterback percentage wise when he's under pressure. He's completing 39.4% of the passes when he's under pressure, and he's second worst in the passer rating when he's actually pressured at 94.3. So this year, remember in the past when he's pressured, he rolls out, he be completing
Right.
all these. This year, that's
Right.
not happening. The
That's
pressure's
not
getting to
happening.
him.
Right. The
Because-
pressure's getting to him. Right.
Listen, Travis Kelce, great guy, great tight end, Hall of Famer.
He was
You're
having,
old.
he
You gotta
was
go.
he looked like he was having what you call it? You know, when your game is not up to par, so you trying to take it out on every little thing. You know what I'm saying? Every little issue you have a issue with it. You wanna argue or you wanna his time is up. He needs to go on tour.
He's old. Listen, Chandler Jones. Listen,
He needs to go
one of the
be a
oldest-
backup
they're one
singer.
of the oldest teams they're one of the oldest teams, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They just got to get younger. Listen, I don't know if he's turned 30 yet. He's either 29 or he just turned 30 or he's about to turn 30. Patrick Mahomes, okay. What they need to do is start from scratch. You're gonna have to get younger again to protect this man. You're gonna have to get younger on the defensive end to get back. Right now, Kansas City is 5-5. Not Atlanta. I'm sorry. Baltimore Ravens are 5-5. Right now, the Ravens are playing like the old Ravens, especially when their defense is not even. Again, the defense is allowing only about less than 15 points in the last 5 games. Okay, and now they're 5-5. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to play Baltimore if I'm anybody in the AFC, especially when the Kansas City Chiefs may not even make it this year. If the Kansas
Right.
City Chiefs don't make it, who comes out of the AFC?
Yeah, it would be Baltimore, and
I
yeah,
mean,
like
Patriots have a nice chance.
they have a nice chance too. I mean, Colts have a nice chance too.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm not
couple team out of the AFC that can.
I mean,
the, the
this weekend will be a good test for the Colts when they play the Chiefs.
Right.
This now back to the Chiefs though, real quick.
Sure.
The thing is, they were this team last year. The only difference between this year and last year, they were winning those close games.
Yeah, they was
They were
winning them close
pulling-
game.
They were pulling it out. Mahomes was the same quarterback. He still had hardly nobody to throw it to, which is the same thing this year. But that's the difference. They're losing where the games last year, they
You-
were winning those games.
you want to know? You want to know what the stats are? Last year they were 11-0. This year they're 0-5.
There you go.
Mm.
One
There you
possession
go.
game. They were 11-0, and at that point they were on an 18-game winning streak on one possession games dating back the year before that one, the year they won the Super Bowl. So
Right.
so this year that's the difference. They're not winning the close games. They're not closing the games out.
Right.
The Broncos are. Ask
Right.
Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing: two quarterbacks that I have been supporting, and I'm not saying you guys weren't, but you guys have made some comments, like good and bad, but not strongly supporting. But I don't know. You tell me. Two quarterbacks I've always been supporting: Caleb Williams, Bo Nix. Those 2
Mhm.
quarterbacks. What I heard the other day was somebody saying, "I don't care about the stats. I want a quarterback that's durable, wins, and doesn't turn the ball over." Caleb Williams, durable, wins, doesn't turn the ball over. Bo Nix, durable, wins, doesn't turn the ball over. So yeah, I get, and the passer rating for Bo Nix is just under 90, and for Caleb Williams is just about 95, 94, 93, somewhere around there. But you generally the passer rating, you want it above in the upper 90s. If you have it somewhere in the 90s, you're good. Upper 90s is really where you want to be. I'm rolling with those two. I'm rolling with them because they have an average defense, average team, average line as far as the Bears, and the Denver Broncos. We don't know about the defense. They're stacked.
Mm.
They're
They
stacked.
are.
They're stacked.
They are.
Regardless of what anybody. They're young.
I do like Bo Nix, but I'm still on the fence with Caleb Williams. Just
No, that's fair.
Listen,
I'm
I
not
like
saying- I'm
Caleb.
not
I just
saying
don't
he's
like
I'm
his
not
style.
saying he's a bad quarterback. Just
No, no,
I'm
no.
just still on the fence with him.
That's
Yeah,
that's fair.
I think he's a good quarterback. I just don't like his style, his way of
But-
carrying himself.
No, I get it. But I think, especially when I said that, it would be the best interest for the Bears to back up that truck, open up that back, and dump all that money to Ben Johnson. All I know is that Ben Johnson was the best thing for Caleb Williams. It was the best thing for
Mhm.
him. Because right now you see his maturity. And last year he was sacked either 67 or 68 times last year. He's not doing that anymore. He's not getting sacked. He's avoiding it. So with the Bo Nixes, the Caleb Williams, eventually the Jackson Darts, what you want to see is the improvement, that the trajectory is
Mhm.
actually going up. And if in the process you're winning, that makes it even sweeter because now your pick is even looking even deadlier and better when you first drafted him. But this thing about 1 and 3 games and he's trash, and no, you got to let it play out. You have to make sure that these quarterbacks are in a position or in an organization that can develop. And I'm telling you right now, Jack, if you don't make the playoffs this year, I love you, son. But there's gonna be 2. No, actually, it's gonna be 1 new sheriff in town, and his name is not Bo Nix. Yeah, you heard me. His name is Sean Payton. Okay. Jim Harbaugh, I can't include you right now, buddy, because right now you need a life jacket for your quarterback. And it's not Jim Harbaugh's fault. This man is getting killed out there. His offensive line, oh man, oh my god, they're all
That's
ranked
why.
at the
That's
bottom.
why. That's why they draft that kid high. So
No,
they're
Joe
trying to
Alt, but
draft.
he's injured, but he's hurt. That's the
Yeah,
problem. They're
yeah,
playing their second and third stringers, man, all across the
right.
line. So it's not that the timing sucks. Is basically
Timing
it.
sucks.
The timing sucks because Justin Herbert. I'm telling you right now, this dude
These
is
are
getting killed.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. They lost to Jacksonville 35-6, and he only threw for 81 yards.
They got blasted. He only
Bro, it was
threw the ball
bad.
18 times.
Bro, listen, when I mean their offensive line, their nickname should be Swiss cheese. Honestly, this is how atrocious they should be called, the Swiss cheese linemen, because these defenders are getting through every hole imaginable they're opening up for them. It's bad. It's literally that bad. Sorry. I have a lot of respect for Jim Harbaugh. I always like the powder blue. When Chris Berman says the powder blue, love that. This year, I don't see the Chargers. I see the Chargers making the playoffs, man. I don't. And the only reason is because of that line. That kid is they're crippling that kid, man.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's the only
see
reason they
that.
have no line.
If they
don't.
lose to the Raiders this week, yeah, I think they're done.
Yeah, okay. I just want to side note real quick before we get to the Lions Eagles. We kind of got the Chiefs Broncos sort of out of the way because we kind of talked about Bo Nix and the Chiefs, how they lost. Well, first of all, throwing an interception. We already went about the fact that this team is starting to get old and it needs to get younger. But before we get to the Lions and Eagles, man, seriously, I'm watching the shows today, and everybody is glazing. Is that what the kids say nowadays? Glazing the Dallas Cowboys. Me and Zachary looked at each other, and we were like this.
For what? For what? Beating the Raiders?
Thank you. It was me and Zachary. I understand. I think we said it. I felt like we said it at the same time. Guys, it's the Raiders. This is. I'm gonna tell you what this game was all about. This was the most relevant team bowl match. That's what this was. Okay.
It was so bad that I only watched 3 minutes of it, and that was it.
I'm actually disappointed in you that you actually wasted 3 minutes of your life watching the game. I watched nothing.
It was Monday Night Football.
I don't care. I don't care. I did not. You know what I watched? Hold on a second. I watched VCU versus North Carolina State. College men's basketball. North Carolina ranked 25. VCU historically NCAA runs, NCAA Cinderellas. I love everything about VCU, and it was still down to the wire, tied to the game. That game was more relevant than the Cowboys and that Monday night trash game. That was the trash bowl. That's what that was. And then to listen to these guys, and you know what? I'm gonna call you all out. You guys on First Take, you guys on the not even a little bit on the Herd, a little bit on First Things First. The Pat McAfee, all you shows out there, all of you, even Get Up. What the hell are you talking about?
They beat the Raiders.
Facing a team coming in that was 3-5-1 that are now 4-1. They have a defensive end, Quentin Williams, that recorded 1.5 sacks, and y'all want to celebrate a Super Bowl win. Are y'all serious? We're talking about the Raiders here that are 2-8. Pete Carroll, I love you. You brought me a title with the Seahawks. For the love of God, please retire. I'm begging you, man. Retire. You are a Hall of Fame coach. You're a Super Bowl winning coach. You are a national title coach. Please.
Pete Carroll, he don't want to be home.
Take off that garbage uniform and burn it. Go live. My gosh, guys. Enough with the freaking Cowboys and the Raiders, bro. You're glazing. Listen, you're not even glazing mediocrity. You're glazing an under 500 team. Seriously, worst team. Canty, who has a show on ESPN, Unthinkable, Unstoppable, Unscripted, whatever it's called. He said a couple of weeks ago that the Cowboys are a complete unit. A complete unit.
A complete unit of what?
What in the blue heavens is a complete unit? A complete unit worth of
garbage.
Crap. Trash. And in the famous words of Cheddar, buns. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. I'm done. Seriously, bro. Like, I got to keep listening to this. Nah, we're going to move on to an actual theme now, unless you guys want to add something.
I got 4 words for that game. How about them Cowboys?
Bro, why you gotta get me going? Seriously, like, why do you do that?
Seriously, you want to know what I watched?
Bro, what do you want me to? I know you waiting for that moment from me. What do you want?
Do you want to know what I? You want to know what I watched instead of that game?
What?
60 Days In on Netflix.
What? What? What'd you watch?
60 Days In on Netflix. You know when they put the people in the jail. That's what I'm not watching that
game. Tigo. Now that we're gonna forgive you for those 3 minutes. What did you watch other than the game? What did you watch?
I was playing the game actually. I was playing the basketball on the PlayStation.
Were you gaming?
Gaming.
I was gaming.
You were gaming. Just say it. Yep. Just say it. Say I'm gaming, that friend. I'm not gonna get mad at you. A grown ass man playing video games. I'm cool with it. Keith does it. I'm cool with it. I don't
do it every day. Call of Duty.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do. With whatever it is, the whatever with the 3,431,000 paddle buttons, whatever you want to call it nowadays.
Give me a PS5 with a side of no problems. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, man. Listen, we'll wrap this up with the Lions and Eagles. All right. Listen, Jason. I know you.
What's up with Jason, yo? Jason, we need you to come back, Jason. Come on back, man.
First of all, Jason, come back. We miss you. Okay, you have a phone. Get wire headsets. Don't care where you are. Get on the show. But we miss you. We love you. You need to come back as soon as you possibly can. So with the Lions, Ben Johnson is missed. I think we can agree on that. Oh, you don't have to. But I think they miss Ben Johnson more than they miss Aaron Glenn. And here's why. People forget the Eagles won, but people forget the Lions only let them score, the Eagles only scored 16 points. So I think the Lions offense is fine. But the defense, but the offense only scored 9 points. And I know that when Dan Campbell took over a couple of weeks ago, he scored over 564 yards of offense or what have you. But this didn't look crisp to me, man.
So what are you
worry about the Lions?
I was just about to ask. So what are you saying? Are you worried about the Lions?
Not worried about the Lions. No, I'm not worried about the Lions. Are they pretenders? I'm not. No, remember, they're so far they're on the outside looking in. They're not even the wild card right now.
Okay.
So they're a game out. That's okay. And yes, you heard correctly, people. The team right behind the Lions are 6-5 Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's all remember that. But with the Lions, I'm not worried. I'm just saying, like you, Tigo, and the Chiefs. I watched their games. I actually watched the Eagles game, and I watched a few of the Lions games. They don't look the same to me.
They don't look the same. Yeah,
they don't. I feel Jared Goff is pressing a little bit. I just don't see what they had last year. Maybe we're setting up too high of expectations because of that, the way Dan Campbell has made that entire organization relevant again since Barry Sanders, with all due respect to the Lions fans, but they're not the same. I don't know what it is. Because I feel like they're the same team. You just lost your offensive coordinator. Is it the offensive coordinator? Is the offensive coordinator that important to that offense?
couple of things stood out to me about that game. The batted down passes, there's like 4 of them. That's you normally don't see that with Jared Goff. And
True.
I was talking to Jason about this. He was saying that the Eagles studied film on him and how his arm angle is. And they stud he said that they studied that. That's what he heard. That's what he read. And that's why they had so many, batted down balls in that game. But I don't think it's a good thing that Dan Campbell is calling plays. I don't ever since the first time he did it, they won. But this game, I mean, like you said, they didn't look the same in this game. But they did get robbed at the end of that game with that penalty that they called. That would have given them the ball back.
That was not a penalty. I will totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I will totally agree with that. I think that some people are saying, he probably wasn't trying to undermine him. You did. Even unintentionally. You did. Is it right or wrong? I guess not. He is the head coach. He does as he sees fit.
Right.
But at the same token, you're kind of indirectly telling your offensive coordinator that he's not doing a very good job, even though they're winning. It's not like they're out of it. They're actually winning. It's just he felt like something needed to be changed. Now, what that is, I don't know, but I don't think that he should have taken the reins over. I don't think it was drastic enough for him to have to do that. That's all.
I think they bounce back. They just had a rough, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 5 in the last 5 games. They won 2 out of 5. But they played the Giants next. They got the Packers at home.
They
got the
probably beat the Giants. Everybody's
got
beating
the
the Giants,
Cowboys
so
at
they're
home.
going to win against the Giants.
Yeah. So I mean, their next 3 games are winnable. And that'll put them at 9-4.
And like I said, them looking on the outside looking in, I believe it's I know the Seahawks, the Packers. I'm trying to remember who the 7th seed is. I can't think offhand right now.
In their division, or in that?
No, in the NFC conference. I'm trying to
NFC
remember
conference.
who's the 7th seed currently. I think I saw it here at one point. Here it is. The 49ers. So
Okay.
right now, the 3 wild card teams is the Seahawks, Packers, and 49ers. Explain to me how the Lions are going to get over that hump. And I think they can, because they still got to face the Packers.
Right.
It's not a tough road. That's a tough road. And then you have the Panthers 6-5. And then, of course, they got to throw in the freaking Cowboys at the bottom, 4-5-1. Like, that really matters right now. So,
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen.
that's true. Real quick before we head out.
Any given Sunday.
There you go.
By the way, Aaron Rodgers damaged left wrist. They're not sure if he's coming back or he might be out several weeks. And Jamar Chase,
He should retire.
And Jamar Chase suspended for 1 game for spitting at Jalen Ramsey.
It should be more than 1 game. It should be it should be for the rest of the season. That's harsh, man. Spitting on somebody, that's a harsh thing, bro.
I can't speak for anybody.
That can get you killed.
But
that can get you killed.
And that's why Ramsey did what he did.
What did he do? What did he do?
He grabbed his face mask and threw a punch at him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have reacted the same way. I would have reacted. I'm not gonna lie. I would have reacted the same way. Like Jalen Carr, defensive end for the Eagles. He did it. I think it was either Sunday night or Monday night. He did the same thing. 1 game suspension. I think that doesn't warrant the rest of the season. But in my opinion,
I'm going hard to say the rest of the season, but more than 1 game, at least 3 games to make them to kind of make them understand. So you can't be doing that, right?
That's just the line you don't cross. You just do that. Don't do that.
Somebody could take it to the next level, and a life could be lost.
I mean, hey Tigo, you know how we would have done it. I'll meet you in the parking lot,
Yeah,
one on
that
one.
yeah,
No,
spitting on
just one on one.
somebody. That's crazy, man.
You,
Yeah.
you know what that
So
did?
it's crazy.
You know what him spitting at Ramsey just did? That just gave the New England Patriots a 10-2 record after this weekend.
Exactly.
Because the
Because now they're
Bengals
not.
are
He's
not
not. That's right.
winning.
They're playing the Bengals, right?
Yeah, they're not winning without
Yep.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah. That's so. So the
Exactly.
Patriots, perfect storm for them. Perfect storm.
Mhm.
So I'll make sure I include them in my parlay.
It's
For
all
winning,
falling in
So
place
how, co-
for them.
how come nobody didn't say nothing about Shador first start? How did he look?
All right.
Somebody stole
this
$200,000 worth of
organization is
stuff from his
extreme-
house.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
somebody broke into his house during the game. Yeah. But here's the thing.
Wow.
Shador Sanders, listen, what this organization is doing to this kid is disgusting. I found out that when Joe Flacco was the number one quarterback, at least Dylan Gabriel, he was still taking snaps to be ready. So when Dylan Gabriel became the number one quarterback and Shador Sanders was the number two, Shador Sanders was never taking reps. They wouldn't allow him. How are you not allowing the number two quarterback to take reps alongside the number one? That's the whole point why he's number two, not number three, number two.
Listen, well,
That's
I
why
don't
he
know
looked
why they
like-
don't trade him to. I don't know why they don't just trade him to the Jets. The Jets want him.
Trade him.
The Jets want
Trade
him.
him. Like
Yeah.
what you're doing to this kid, his growth is not growing; it's being stumped. So trade him. I would love. Listen, I want to see the arrogance in the Jets if they go get Shador. That's what I want to see.
They want him. They was acquiring about him.
Listen, you want Shador for him going 4 for 16. Listen, that's what happens when you don't take reps. Okay.
Right.
So easy to just jump on this kid. He took
Miles
zero
Garrett. I
reps.
know Miles Garrett. I heard Miles Garrett went in on the reporters for trying to go at him for that. So Miles Garrett, like, you can't blame him for that. He's like, you're not gonna blame the kid up for that. He did good in his first. Basically, he did good what he's supposed to do in his first start.
He did what
Like,
he could based on how he was taught,
Right.
which was
Right.
never. So that's what you get, and now you want to go at this kid. No,
Tigo,
so
yeah. I gotta check you real quick, bro. If Shador goes to the Jets, that's career ending.
You think so?
It's the Jets, bro.
I mean, listen. I know it hasn't been the same since Broadway Joe. But listen, I mean, at least he will have an opportunity to play. Put it like that.
And with their line, he would get destroyed unless they change their entire offensive line.
Listen, the next two drafts, they have a total of 5
The
first
Jets
rounds
got some picks
and 3 second-round picks, I believe, something like that. In the next 2 rounds, this coming draft, I believe they got 3 first-round picks. I believe either this year or next year. Go get a quarterback, not in the draft. Go get Shador. Listen, you're not giving up a number 1 or number 2. You drafted him in the 5th round. I'll give you a 5th-round pick.
They was giving up,
I'm not giving you a first, second, third.
No, they wanted a 4th-round pick. They wanted a 4th-round pick.
I'll give you a 4th-round pick.
They wanted like a 4th or 3rd-round pick.
No, that's a little too much. I'll give you a 4th-round pick. Here's the thing: you take all that draft capital and be smart about the draft. Go get him a team. Go get him a line. Go get Shador Sanders and then use the draft to build a team around him. That's what they need to do.
But you can give them 10 draft picks. It's the Jets. They draft and then they get rid of their picks. They just traded away. What's his name?
Hot sauce. And Quentin Williams.
They two best players.
I know.
They're two best players they trade away.
Listen, that's what when those two was traded, everyone said, okay, there's something that Aaron Glenn doesn't like. Okay, first-year head coach. I'm not saying they're trouble. What I'm talking about, sometimes maybe maybe they don't fit, their style of play don't fit in his plans. And I'm not saying that's
true.
What I'm saying is sometimes players that are good don't fit in certain systems. So they'll get rid of them so I can bring the players I want. Because this is a head coach you bringing in while you've been garbage for the past 20, 25 years. Let's just cut to the chase. Since let this sink in.
It's
Since Mark Sanchez.
more
Since
than
Mark
that.
Sanchez.
Since Broadway Joe.
No, but I mean Mark Sanchez, because he
Uh,
took him to the AFC Championship game 2 years in a row. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna give him credit for that. So that's how long it's been, almost 20 years.
Wasn't that when
So,
they had
or
Bill
more.
Parcells?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm knocking on wood because we got to play them one more time. So yeah, I got to take away. I don't want that karma on myself.
Who do you have to play one more
We
time?
still got to play the Jets, and I don't want to. I
The
don't want to
Jets.
lose to the.
Yeah, y'all known to losing at least one of them every year, going 1-1. We trust me, I know. I don't know if there's anything else we guys want to add. We kind of think about its course here. Actually, this was fun. I missed the guys, Cheddar, Jason, and my son Jack and Zach. Listen, I got a lot of people to mention, so I'll get there. And plus, I'm 54 years old with
Action
gray hair. Give me a
Jackson,
break.
I haven't seen that kid in a minute. He hasn't been on this show in a.
Okay, he's 17. He's 17 years old, high school. What do you think he's doing? Huh?
I know.
By the way,
Where do you
if you're listening, being a good boy. That's what he is. Being a good son. That's what he's doing. He knows. Yeah, y'all
better
laugh.
be.
Y'all think it's funny. It's true. Man,
That's my dude.
by the way,
That's my dude right there.
we're gonna have. I want to mention out this real quick. We might have a guest next week. His name is John. He has his own podcast in the local area. Brutally Honest Podcast is called, and we're hoping that next week he will be with us. And here's the kicker, guys. He is his son is a teammate of Jack's in the basketball team, the high school, and he's a 49ers fan.
Okay.
So, yeah, exactly. This will be interesting. So I just want to let you know. I just want to let you guys know that up front to be ready for next week. Other than that, I just want to let everybody out there know. Thank you for watching the show. Any suggestions or comments that you may have, please let us know. You can either call in, or if you wanted to be in the show, send me an email, get in contact, and I'll send you a link when it's time to do so. For all the guys, we miss you, and I just always wanted to say thank you, God bless, and good night.
See ya.